What is Crypto Fight Club? How would you explain to the average person?
Or a
The
moron.
average.
Oh, yeah.
um, to the average person, I would say it's an NFT game. Um, it's a skill-based game. It plays in the whole nostalgic feeling of Pokemon in the 90s. Like you collect your cards, you battle them, you fight each other for either in-game currency or for other NFTs. But it has a couple of twists and turns to it. So we're playing in the whole like voxel pixelated environment. A lot of things that we have seen, for example, in Minecraft, which was a big success. We've seen it in Avogachi, which has done quite well. So NFT gaming right now in the space is a lot like how gaming used to be. It's just exponentially growing and so much faster. And we're also going into that nostalgic, like you were a gamer, you were playing RuneScape, World of Warcraft. Like it wasn't the greatest graphics, but it was awesome gameplay, and I think that's what we're gonna play into.
So this will be a really interactive game where you're actually making second to second decisions in the ring.
There's it's a timer on there, absolutely. So you will basically have your cards. You need to place them strategically. You need to pace yourself. It's all based on, let's say, like in a real fight. Like a lot of fighters try to be very aggressive in the first round. Like Conor McGregor, for example, he's very aggressive first round, second round, but in the third round, you can see how he's losing stamina, he's losing energy, and he's just getting beaten up. So the same concept will apply in Crypto Fight Club. You need to pace yourself. You need to be strategic. You need to anticipate what the opponent is going to do and how can you win this match.
Well, how do you get the fighters first of all?
So upon the TGE and upon the distribution of our native currency fight, we will also be releasing 5,000 NFT fighters. So these fighters will be up for grab for anybody who has fight. We're selling them for about 2,000 fight, which is about $40 at the TGE price at the token generation event. And these fighters basically go to the community, and we're basically not taking the fight that people are paying for these. So every fight that's being paid for an NFT fighter is basically sent to the black hole smart contract. It's burnt out of circulation, and then people have their fighters. And then I think we're one of the first projects that's basically combining an NFT together with staking. So you can basically stake inside of your NFT fighter, which does a couple of things actually.
Is that effectively training for the fighter?
The training is going to be two different game aspects. So we will have the PvE mode and we'll have the player versus player environment. We're planning to launch the player versus player environment end of the year, maybe early next year, where you can basically go into the ring. You have a wagering system. You can battle it out. You can fight for in-game items. You can fight for in-game currency. And like I said before, you strategically place it. And then obviously you also have the PvE mode, where you're basically fighting. Not you're fighting also an NPC maybe in the ring. You have to train in the gym and some fun things like, for example, Muay Thai fighters they like to catch chickens in the fields as cardio exercises. So I think we're going to implement something like that as well.
You should do that with centipedes.
Oh yeah, we will have
You-
a lot of different pixelated animals that will be running around, and as part of your quests, you will need to catch them, and only then we'll reward you with more in-game currency. You will make you work for this.
yeah, I was
So
just thinking of that video of
is
all the centipedes rolling across the land.
Oh.
is there a barrier to entry to this then? I mean, I know it sounds low at $40 to buy a character, but is it basically you have to buy a character to play the game? Is it similar to Axie in that sense?
Correct. So the fight tokens will go out, and then people can trade them on the open market if they choose to do so. And then basically we'll be releasing the first 5,000 fighters within the first week of the TGE. People need to buy them, and once you buy them, you can stake either fight tokens or LP tokens inside of your NFT, which has two results. One of them is basically that you're earning an APY, and the other one is that your fighter's abilities, which is attack, defense, and technique, going to be evolving 20% each year for the duration that you're basically staked. So if you're staking for 1 year, your fight is going to get better. And the whole idea of that is not only to basically hand out more in-game currency to people, but also to, if you're a staker since day one, you're a CFC guy since day one, you might not have the best card because all of them obviously have different rarities, but because you've been staking for so long, your fighter has evolved so nicely over the last couple of years that they are very good to be used in battle.
is there an upper limit to that range that they can go up in terms of stats, or is it uh, infinite?
No, there will be an upper limit, and there will also be, I want to call it a bonding curve, but it's not the right word to use. So the higher you get up, the slower it will get in evolving. So if you're a city fighter, it goes quicker, and then obviously like it needs to cap out and like flatten out after a while.